It's the start
We're
of the school year.
back.
We're back.
I know, not yet.
Oh my gosh.
Not yet for me. Don't say that yet. I have another week.
I know. Well, my
Don't do
kids returned back last week. I'm sorry, guys. I'm starting this with a head cold. I was doing better a second ago, and now it's like coming
Oh
out. So
no.
I've
Do you
got
have
that like
water? Do you want to grab
I will go
water?
get water in a second, but it'll be the sexy, raspy voice that we have going on here. So,
Why
hi,
not?
everybody.
Yeah.
My name's
Hi.
Kelly Booz. I'm the proud director of AFT's Share My Lesson, and I am joined by
Sari Beth
that's
Rosenberg, proud
you.
AFT member. Yeah. Proud
Yes.
AFT member and proud co-creator of AI Educator Brain. Excited to be back.
Yes. Yes, this is what we're calling season 2, you guys. Now, if you haven't joined us before, you know that Sari Beth and I kind of make this more of like a talk show podcast style. So we're gonna, we'll have squirrel moments going left and right and all things, but we always bring it back to AI.
I love that.
But Sari, right as we're getting ready to prepare for today, there was some big news that just happened.
Yeah. So there's
I'm going to give a little hint with based on my t-shirt. We're never going back, like ever.
It's not AI, y'all. It's real. Although people are already starting to make memes. Like I follow Sopranos Instagram and they were using the meme. But the big news, if you haven't been awake yet, good morning, because Taylor and Travis are finally engaged. Getting married. I mean, I wouldn't say it was shocking news. It was more like, wow, finally. But are they gonna have a summer wedding? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I guess I have to go to between football season, and she's got that new album coming out. So we're going to start with our first poll question just to kind of get us in the mood. Which era are you in right now? Are you in the back to school chaos era, more coffee please era, AI curiosity era, or Swiftie era? I probably should have made this like a multiple select now that I look at this, because I would probably select more than this one. But I'm going to make you choose. Yeah, I'm going to make you choose to say, like, where are you? Yeah, are you a Swiftie? I know my daughter's 11, almost 12. She's 100% a Swiftie.
I'm not. Not that you have to choose, but like, I'm more of a Beyonce girly. So, I mean, I appreciate Taylor Swift, but I'm not like, I'm excited. It's cool. But I'm definitely, I like her. I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go to the concert.
Because haters are going to hate.
Haters going to hate. Like, I listen to her. Like, my favorite, like, to give you a sense of what I like is, like, my favorite song from the last album was Lavender Haze, which is not like a very Taylor song. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I like it when she sings with Bon Iver. Like, I like it when she's kind of like that era.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see how people responded. All right. Yeah. Back to school chaos era, AI curiosity era. Well, then you are in the right space.
Yeah. Wow. It's almost as if they looked at the title of our presentation.
So, Sari, so we always kind of have like a model for how we do this. Do you want to kind of talk through our agenda and kind of our model, just to spare my voice for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. So first we're going to talk to you about, we usually have a guest, but we're the guests today. But we usually just kind of talk about our latest finds and what we've been noticing with AI. So today we're going to start off with like how AI has saved us time this summer. I have many examples. Then we're going to get into some of the AI news, latest and greatest hits, and what's going on with AI. Then I think is my favorite segment, and we had a really fun in real life one this summer at Teach, Creepy or Cool. And I will say that Kelly never ceases to creep or cool us out. But I would say that like before Chris Penn joined the crew, you always astounded me with the stuff you found. But Chris Penn drops
he brings it up another. Yeah,
he takes it. He's like hold my AI.
Hold my AI beer. My virtual AI beer. I'm gonna one up you. I know. This is maybe Chris, if you're listening, this is why we didn't invite you just today, but we'll have you back for the next one. We wanted to shine.
We wanted to be creepy. And then we're going to have the AFT AI. We're going to tell you all about the AFT AI National Academy, which is really exciting. I just can't. I really love that we're a part of this and that this whole community. I mean, you are all a part of this. Like everyone who showed up to all of our webinars, we've had almost 50 webinars now. You helped show AFT and everyone in the AI community how important it is for teachers to be stakeholders in AI technology. And I think that without you and your interest and desire and passion for making this something that we grab hold of and create versus let kind of top down be told what to do, I think just feel like you're a part of this, even if we're not putting you on the stage here telling us what's creepy and cool. We might soon. Maybe I'll be one of them, like special guest in. Like, and then we're going to go over Share My Lessons EdBrAIn if you haven't looked at it yet. And we're going to tell you what's next for season 2.
Season 2.
How
like
is
we're a Netflix series. We're season 2. We got renewed.
No,
we got renewed.
Thanks to
and
you
look,
guys.
we're starting to get the emojis, so please keep those coming. And it keeps us like, we know that you're there. It's like, you know, the heartbeat, the thumbs up. You can also give us a thumbs down if you don't like what we're saying. That's totally fine.
My favorite one that we never did the video was when I was so hungry after the end of teaching one day, and I didn't have a time to get a snack, and all I had was like a spare piece of gum on my desk, and I was just like chewing it to get some sort of calories in my system so I didn't pass out. And one of the viewers told me that it was impolite, which were right. But I also thought passing out. I
forgot about that. I know. I think I might have to do like a. I think I might do some outtakes from season 1.
I was like, what? I was like, it's like your worst nightmare. Like I really was like, I have to chew this gum or I'm gonna pass out. And I was like, oh God, I'm sorry. Anyway, sorry to whoever that was.
No problem. Okay, so if you are new to our AI Educator Brain webinar series, we put all of these on YouTube. And so you can also, if you take it through this platform on 24, you get PD credit, which you can do today, or even if you're on demand. So for those of you who are joining us on demand, today is August 26, 2025. And yes, Travis Kelce proposed to Taylor Swift. So that's the reference if you're coming to us a little bit later in the season. But we really like to have the engagement with you throughout. Like we want to have a conversation with you. So I see a lot of people introducing themselves to the attendee chat. So use that chat box and tell us, how are you using AI today? Or maybe you're not. We want to hear from you and what's working or what's not working. Okay. So before we get started, I'm going to have our little EdBrAIn say welcome back. You ready?
That's so cute.
Are you ready for it? I'm gonna have so many Taylor Swift drops.
So many.
Sorry. All right, here we go.
Well, hello. I'm so excited to kick off season 2 of our AI Educator Brain series. I'm EdBrAIn, your AI teacher assistant powered by OpenAI. Welcome back to school. This is going to be a great year. Let's start with a quick joke. Why did the math teacher look so happy on the first day? Because she knew all her problems had solutions.
Okay, so what do you think, Sari?
I love it. I think it's cute. I think with this British accent, I'll like everything he says.
I know. Well, that's where the human part comes in. So for those of you who want to know how you do that, I used Hey Jen. I'm going to drop the link in the chat so you have it. But you can take, images of yourself. You can take images of like icons or logos, obviously, and then make it talk, which is so cool. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how our EdBrAIn little guy has evolved over time. British guy, since we like that accent.
We like the British accent.
But first of all, I mean, this session today is going to be a little different than some of our other ones where we have like really specific like lesson planning or grading or assessments. We're going to get more into kind of deep diving into individual topics, but today is really much more of a kind of a catch up because I think we did last one in May and we've taken a bit of a break in terms of the series itself, but we haven't stopped working on in this space. So today is going to be a bit more of a catch up and just kind of what I find really helpful is sometimes just seeing tools in action to find out how I could use it to help me.
Yeah.
So to start with, I think I see people saying, how they're using AI in the chat box, which I love. That's fantastic. All right. So what I love to do is just hear, I just dropped this into my notes, like, Sari, we can maybe start with you. Like, what are some ways that you've been using AI over the summer to help you save time? And, this isn't all going to be education focused, because I think some of it is just, life management focus to help us save time. And I'm
Oh my God.
be happy hearing that.
One of them was like super just travel related. I was flying to New Orleans for Netroots, and I was flying out of LaGuardia, and my flight was at 7 a.m. and I was just like, oh my God, what's the latest I can leave without feeling like I have to rush? And normally I would like Google it, or I'd look at Google Maps. I was like, oh no, like I'm gonna ask AI. And I had this whole back and forth with ChatGPT to the point where I was like, if you'd like to figure out how to get in the Delta Lounge, I can literally, it was like, okay, let's get you an Amex. Like it almost got me to get an Amex card, and it was like down to the logistics of like, you probably won't get the card in time, for that's 48 hours from now, but they can probably send you a link and you could have it in your phone. You just flash. I was like, not ChatGPT knowing that I'm a bougie bitch. Like it was literally like, really like
beep. We're beeping that. I'm just kidding.
It was like consumer. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. It did that. Can we say that word? I think we can say that word. It's a dog. It's a female dog.
It's fine.
Female dog.
It's
female
fine.
dog.
Female
Sorry,
dog.
guys. Female dog. A bougie female dog. Beep. Okay, but no, that, and then I also have been using it. I do this history chat series for Share My Lesson, and I'll do all this research, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to make this I wanted to like modify, the videos were going on too long. So I was like, how do I make this shorter? And it like, the last one I did about the women there's going to be one coming soon about the women who were involved in the March on Washington, who were like behind the scenes and never got to give keynotes. That could have been a really long one when you have a bunch of people involved. Got it down to 59 seconds. I was like, thank you, chat.
Love it.
Like, yeah.
That's amazing. I love it. So in the chat box, share how if you found a way for AI to help save you sometimes, please share it. I'm going to share, just a couple ones that, again, not necessarily education focused, but my husband is a high school English teacher. I'm back to work. My kids are back to work. Between both Share My Lesson, working at the Share My Lesson and directing it, I also am on our local school board. So we're busy people, right?
We're busy.
And so, this is the wrong one. Sorry. Let me get the right one. No, I'm going to, I guess it did not load. Boo. Okay. No problem. I'm going to come to it in a second. All right. So let me set this up. So I asked like a very simple question, and I'm going to share my screen in a second so you can see how this worked out. I asked like a very simple question. I didn't do much prompting at all. I used ChatGPT. You can use whatever AI tool that you've done. And I just said, hey, can you help me create, a meal plan for the week?
That's so smart.
And I was just basically like, I need it simple. Like I need something that's really easy, does not take a lot of time to do. And I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see the conversation that we had. Share screen. Oh, of course. And now you want to just be a troublemaker. Hold on a second. All right, Sari, talk amongst yourselves as I get this going.
I muted myself because I live in New York City and there's always sirens, and my window's open because, well, my window's open. But yeah, that was just a siren. My apologies for that. But yeah, I didn't even think about the meal planning issue. I definitely, speaking of meals, a colleague, a teacher last spring was talking about he was having trouble getting his kids to eat. And so I asked ChatGPT for some advice on how to inspire his kids to eat. And it came with like a whole game foods of the world. It did like a menu. It made like a whole like board game for his kids. So I'm curious to see if that will work for him, if it worked for him this summer. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Where did Kelly go? We lost Kelly for a second. But it is pretty crazy, the ways in which it saves time. I'm curious, like in the chat, have any of you used it for your personal decision, like personal lives, or are you mostly using it for school? I was saying how a coworker was griping about how his little kids wouldn't eat. So I asked ChatGPT, and it came with a whole game for his kids, and like a game.
Love that.
And it was really cool. I'm curious to see if it's going to work.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm back. Can you guys see my screen? I can't see you. So
I can see
great.
it.
So I'm going to share. This is actually kind of cool because you can share, conversations that you've had. So I just want to show you just how simple, creating a meal plan is, because I think that this is, again, we're, busy people. I mean, I know teachers, like, especially when you're right back at school, you're exhausted. I think my husband came back and just face planted last week when he started. So I did something very simple. I'm like, can you create a meal plan for me? It's like, what do I need? I'm like, dinner only. I have 2 adults, 2 kids, ages 12 and 10. We have an air fryer and an Instapot. I don't have any dietary restrictions. I want to try to limit it to carbs and focus on proteins more. And you can see kind of the thought process that's going behind pulling this, what it did for me within my chat box. So it's kind of pulling a lot of different options. You can try to skip forward a little bit so you can see the end result. Okay, so no dietary restrictions. And then check this out. Here's the kind of meal plan that we ended up using last week, and it was a total hit. It has like different, how to prep it, all this stuff right here. I mean, this just took seconds to do. And then I'm like, okay, this is great. Can you give me a grocery list so I know what I need to get? Boom, done. Check this out.
Wow, what? That's insane.
I mean, some of it I already had. And then just today I said, okay, let's adjust. Actually, this was from last week. I'm like, let's adjust this a little bit because the kids are shocking, not eating enough vegetables. So can we adjust these recipes to add some more vegetables into it? And so it made some very simple stuff. It revised the weekly plan. It showed, different things. One of my kids has an allergy to shrimp, so we took that off the plate. So we've got all this other stuff. And then it worked out perfectly. And then I just continued to build from this.
That's amazing.
So I'll fast forward to this week, because the response last week was they really liked the meal, but it was like a lot of chicken last week. So they're like, okay, maybe chicken one night this week, but not as much chicken.
Wow. So you followed it. And so what about like lunches? Have you asked it for lunches, or do the kids get lunch at school?
They, for the most, my kids are pretty, they either get lunch at school or they just pack their own lunch.
Oh, that's good.
We are now at the age where if they want to make their own lunches, awesome, or they can or they can buy lunch. But I am done making lunches. So I've graduated.
Yeah, that's a good phase.
So that was kind of a cool thing. And then here's like a funny one of how he used it. This was just last night. I'm, joking with ChatGPT. You see that I have like a very, I tend to respond to some of these bots as though they are human, which I know that they are not. But you kind of see, I'm like, okay, very serious. Okay, not really. I'm roped into doing this fantasy football league. How many of you guys have you done fantasy football?
I haven't, but I know people who do.
I know squat zero. I've never done it. I don't even know how to do it.
I don't know. Is it football season? I have no idea. Like I literally don't. I don't sports. Right. I don't sports.
Right. So here's how I tie AI back into this whole thing. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. So I'm on the school board, I'm on our local school board, and there's going to be a fantasy football league between school board members and city council. Now, city council, at least within Virginia is you cannot. We don't have the ability to tax for funding. So any funding has to come from your local governing authority. So in our case, it would be city council. And so I'm like, help me come up with some creative names. So it comes up with some fun names like fully funded first down, touchdowns and town halls, fourth and public
Oh my
comment. Like
God,
this
that's
is,
so
again, getting
funny.
very nerdy government
Wait,
education
that's so
focused.
funny.
I know it's a little over the top. And so then I'm like, okay, I really like fully funded first down, but I wanted to double check that there wasn't some acronym that I'm like, because sometimes
Oh,
you're like, oh, this would be a really great acronym, and then it means something really bad. So
yes.
I did a double check that the acronym was like, not going to be too bad. The only, downside was that the 1D could be, people might think it's like One Direction, the band.
Who cares? That's
So
fine.
anyway, here's what I ended up with. I think this is pretty great. Fully funded, first down, FF1D. Here's the logo.
Wait,
No
go
tap
back.
visits,
Oh no,
just
do I see it? Oh, I see it. Yeah, yeah. I love
fully
it.
funded, first down, FF1D. And then I can, no deficits, just touchdowns. Unlike council, I'm fully funding my roster,
That's so
because we got to
cute.
fund our schools.
Okay, that's adorable.
So
What does everyone
I feel like
think?
this
I
is a good
love
way
that.
to lead into, I feel like this is a good way to lead into creepy or cool.
I
So
think
let's put our first poll
cool.
question up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that was cool.
So what do people think? Is this creepy or cool? So that was a fun way, and I also, I'll share my screen in a second again. I also used it to help with some like artwork that I was doing. Actually, this was
That's
a
cool.
super cool one. Let's see if I can get to the artwork. Okay, let's see how people responded.
I hope people think it's cool.
All
I
right,
think it's cool.
I think it's cool. Yeah. All right,
they
and
think it's
so,
cool.
yeah, that's great. So while I'm getting my other one set up, Sari, why don't you talk about your creepy or cool example?
Do you want to go to the last slide with my logo for my classroom?
I do. Although now I'm not seeing it. It looks like it disappeared. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go old school, and I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna share my screen because I think when we're uploading some of this stuff, it decided it didn't want to work. Sorry, guys. I think this part of me having this head cold is not helping today. Let me just go and share the screen. Okay, hold on. Just share. We'll just do it the old school way. Yes. Share it. Okay.
Do you see it?
Yep. Hold on. This one? Or this one? Here we
go. Let's start with that. Okay. So I've been using ChatGPT to make logos for me for my Substack, for my personal Substack. And then I decided that why not see if they can use the font and kind of the vibe of my Substack, which is called Yo Miss, because that's what they call us in New York City. It's a little subtle plug for my Substack. But so going back to this, I was like, I should have like a cool logo for my classroom door, like that, that I can use kind of as branding, because, branding on my Google Classroom, and just like when I send information out to parents or students, maybe on handouts. So I got ChatGPT to make this for me. And what I told it was like, I want like a logo like the one you made for my Yomas Substack.
It's City Coast.
But kind of like 80s style, but like edgy, but cool, and block letters. And I told it I was teaching. Oh no, I just saw there's a mistake. Oh no.
Well, good thing it
hasn't been launched yet. It says U.S. History and AP U.S. History. Damn.
You're really overemphasizing the AP.
I know. So I got to fix that, but I will. But that being said, so ignore that. Imagine it just says AP U.S. History. I'm going to use that. And then that was a letter that I got it to generate to send out to parents. I basically told ChatGPT, like, what can you I was going to say, you're going to fix it.
I'm just trying to block it just to be
Oh my
funny.
God. Yeah, no, that looks so good. There we go. It's fixed now. It's so fixed. It's so back.
It's all done. It's all done. It's perfect.
I didn't even need to get ChatGPT to fix it. I guess I could Photoshop it out. Okay. Anyway, but don't you think I can go back? I think I can go back into ChatGPT to that conversation and have it fix her for me like that. Okay.
In fact, we could even do that on the spot in a little bit.
I know. Old versions wouldn't redo an image back in the day, if anyone remembers. Like,
no.
Once
and actually
it,
this, and the spelling has gotten so much better too.
Oh my God.
It used to be the spelling was terrible, and you still have to double check it, but it's gotten so much better.
Yeah,
So, Sari, tell us about this letter here.
So the letter is essentially what I did was I told ChatGPT, I got to fix that. It's driving me crazy. I told ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT that I wanted to introduce myself to parents. I want to send this either like on Google Classroom or on Canva or however I can communicate with them. And I want to use my logo that I clearly need to fix. And I wanted to express kind of the goals of my class and like, let them know what I teach. And I wanted them to know that, they should use that. I wanted to help them not just learn history, but like be able to understand the world around them. I didn't get too detailed, but like because ChatGPT knows my voice and knows my writing and knows my values as a teacher, which sounds crazy that it knows me so well, but it does. It wrote this, and then I was like, write it in my voice because I fed it all of my writing, and it literally wrote it in my voice. And then I said, like, can you go through this and estimate how much of it was something that I would not have written like this? And it was like, this is 98% your voice. I was like, all right, we're good to go. Now, that's why my caveat is that's why young people shouldn't be using ChatGPT to write because they don't have their voice yet. But I'm old and I have years of writing online that ChatGPT can cull through. And literally, I know that sounds scary to new people to AI, but it literally can write something as if it's me, which is wild.
I love that. Okay, so guys, what do you guys think? Is this creepy or cool? And I'll say, as I'm getting that poll question up, I was telling Sari Beth as we were getting ready for this webinar tonight that my son's 5th grade teacher created his lesson or his back to school letter to parents. And he has all of these references to Star Wars and like Jedi. He's clearly a Star Wars fan. And so when I saw him, I asked him, I'm like, did you end up using AI? He's like, I did. He's like, I just use a letter that I normally would write. So it was still me. It was still my voice. And then I asked AI, I think he used Gemini for this to insert where it could some references to being a Jedi and Star Wars into the letter. So that was like a fun way to make the letter. And actually, like as a parent, I will say, I wanted to read it because it was fun, right? I didn't just like skim over like, okay, here's that back to school letter,
Oh no, is mine like that? Maybe I need to add some Taylor Swift to it.
Or whatever.
By the way, I'm fixing it. You guys, if you want to know how crazy I am, I went into ChatGPT just now and it's fixing it because you know how it is when you're a teacher, you don't fix something right away.
Well, I tell you what, so Sari Beth, share your screen and show us because I think that like part of what we do in this series, if you're new to us, is also we experiment, we try things. We sometimes are like, whoa, that did not work out, but that's part of the learning process.
Oh wait, how do I check it so it's like privacy?
Share.
Oh, it's telling me I can't because I had to fix system preferences.
Oh, you know what? It did that to me. I think the system must have updated. So,
okay,
how about you just show us the?
I'll let you know in a second. It's still working.
Okay.
That's so annoying. Let me try again. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. I think it's letting me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Yes.
There.
All
yes,
right.
We can.
Okay.
Perfect.
May take a moment. So this was our conversation, if you want to say. So yeah, I guess I don't have good eyes because I didn't notice that. So at first I go, can you make
that is like a very retro US history. Like it reminds me of a poster.
And I said in my Yo Miss style, which it should know better. And then I was like, can you make it more like this? Because it already made that for me. And it was like, Okay, here you go. Hey, everyone, note how I missed it both times. I'm like, yay. I'm like, look how I communicate to it. I talk to it like it's my friend. Love. And then it's like, I'm so glad you love it with the emoji. Can you do a white background too? Okay, let's see. Boom. No. See, it messed it up.
It didn't fix it.
Okay, so I'm going to say, hey, this is good, but you need to get, okay, what do? I think I should say, I can't see my thing.
Well, you actually, here's what you can do. I can see what you're doing. Click on the image instead. And so this is the way. Now, again, sometimes this is not great. So you can now like click on that extra AP. Oh, I see. Because now it says U.S. history and AP.
Yeah.
Okay, so click on the circle the UP part.
I got messed up here.
And you should be able to just design it there.
Okay, let's see. Oh, now we have. Now you're seeing all my searches, but that's fine. I have nothing to hide. Logo request. Okay, I'm gonna say. Wait, oh, that's a different one. Classroom sign design. Here we go. So I'm going to say, please just make it say, let's be specific, right? U.S. history. Now it's going to screw up. And APUS history. Did I spell it right, you guys? Yes. Let's see if
and it does take a little bit of time to render as it's going. So it looks like you had some mixed messages of like, this is creepy or cool. Which
some people think it's creepy. Why is it creepy?
I think some people.
It's fine. You guys can think it's creepy.
Okay.
I guess.
So let's let it render for a second.
Yeah. Well, I'll stop.
And then
sharing.
we'll come. Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second. So I'm going to share my screen. We'll do a couple more tips, and then I really want to get to kind of the main event, which is the exciting news on EdBrAIn.
There's one more creepy.
So
yeah, and then I have one more creepy and cool too, if you want to use
there is one more creepy. I'll go to that. Cool. I'll come to that. Okay, so here's a little bit of a creepy and cool, I think. Oops. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Something happened with my AirPods. Okay, so I just started doing watercolor. This is just like I need my brain to just not work. So I made this sketch myself and did this watercolor. I need my art teachers on here, please leave me alone. And so I uploaded it and I said, how could I improve it? This is, again, I'm not going to be any shining artist, but it was kind of fun to say, okay, here's some feedback on the thing. You can see, the original plant is here, which I had sketched when it was during the day. I don't know about that. No, thank you. My kids thought it was cool, so that was good because they're pretty good critics. But it gives some really good feedback, and then it's okay. And I also really if you were going to do a background, what would you do? So this is not me. This is AI, right? And so it actually improved my drawing and showed how I could make my background rather than just be this plain white, have some color and explain how I would do it with the watercolor and layer if needed, which is super cool. But I'm going to use this as an example for what you were doing, Sari, is to say if I wanted to edit this image, you can always go into ChatGPT, use the edit selection and say okay, I want to edit, let's say just this leaf right here. And so now I've just highlighted that section.
Oh, you can
say,
do that?
I want this leaf to be purple.
No way.
And so that's what I was trying to say when you were doing your logo, that now it doesn't always come up with the right results. Again, you still have to have that back and forth, but it will take a little bit of time to render. So while we're waiting for that to render, let's do your other creepy and cool. Talk to us about this one.
I'm
just going to leave my opinion. Yeah.
I think you all know how I feel. So for $65,000 a year, a teacherless AI private school comes to Virginia. So I'm not sure where in Virginia. This is in the Washington Post today, 6 a.m.
Today, I know. My
Yeah,
dad even said this to me. I live in Virginia, so.
Yeah, so the co-founder of a Texas-based school donated $1 million to Governor Youngkin in 2023 for his positions on school choice. So it's going to be called the Alpha School. You can pay $65,000 a day for 2 hours. 2 hours a day, you use adaptive apps, in other words, AI apps, and personalized, lessons driven by AI. And at the end of the day, you spend the afternoon on life skills and learning to ride a bike, or financial literacy. So the students have guides. They don't have teachers. This is in Northern Virginia. They plan to enroll up to 25 students in grades K through 3. It's near Dulles Airport. So no teachers, no licensed professionals, just AI.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So everybody, I'm gonna get it creepy and cool up in a second, but everybody put in the chat what you think about this. And this is actually not too far from where I live, so I may have to go check this out. But really quick before I stop sharing my screen, look, a purple leaf.
So cute. And
you see
if anyone wants, I love it. And by the way, if anyone's nervous for me, it was fixed. So luckily I previewed that, so I didn't put it on my door this year.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I am really disturbed by this. I think we learned from COVID that how bad this is. And this is even worse by not having a teacher.
It's really bad.
Oh my goodness. Oh, man.
And that's the fear. And that's the fear that people have about, AI. And it's already happening in this school. So not a good look.
Yeah, I know. Amalia, I agree with you. It is a nightmare, that school idea. That's just terrible. I live in Virginia. I'm a school board member in Virginia. I'm definitely gonna have to try to see if I can get over to see what this is like. But they'll probably be they'll probably ban me from coming to see it. So what do you guys think about this? Obviously, this is not a public school. So what do you guys think? Is it creepy or cool to have a teacherless class that is completely taught by AI? Now, granted, I am showing you examples of how I've used AI to help me. But what do you think? Is this creepy or is it cool? Again, sorry for those of you just joining. I'm battling a head cold. I've got the I'm going for the sexy raspy voice thing.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Oh, some people thought it was cool. All right. If you thought it was cool, I want to hear how you thought it was cool. Please share. I want to know. I want to know. Okay. So we have some news. We share my lesson. My little baby, our little EdBrAIn, he grew up. Look at him. He grew up.
So
you see our original, look at our original EdBrAIn logo here. So cute. Look at the little one. This is his back to school picture, and he's so excited. But over the course of kind of the spring and the summer, we've been working with OpenAI and our Trust Insights, which is part of Christopher Penn, and then our developers from Tag One, to bring AI directly into Share My Lessons. I'm going to show a little video that will introduce you to our fun little guy. All right, hold on.
Oh, 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 oh. Started small, a friendly bot, helping teachers think a lot. AFT and SML, dreamed a tool to serve you well. With OpenAI behind the scenes, we built a tool to chase big dreams. Now it's here and built for you. EdBrAIN's got some work to do. It's EdBrAIN, a brand new brain, helping teachers ease the strain. Flip the lesson, change the grade, adapt your plan with just one A. Translate, tweak or redesign, your custom tool is right on time. Click the button, hit submit, your AI helper's doing it. Oh, 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 oh. Born from teacher-powered spark, EdBrAIN's here, go leave your
You guys, I'm so excited.
I love that song so much.
Yours, I know. And so I'll be honest with you. Anything that I prep for this webinar, any of the stuff, I use AI, and I'm doing it very intentionally because I want to be able to say, like, obviously I'm still using my human side to like review and see if it works or doesn't work. But that entire video was created with AI.
So cool.
The script, the song was created, the lyrics for the song were created with AI, the song itself was created with AI. And so, like, that's all the kind of stuff that, like, I think it's important to show, like, here are some of the things that I possibly now, again, Taylor Swift nod. I got to show you, Sari, I don't think you saw these earlier. Here's EdBrAIn in their teacher era. We've got the teachers are the OG prompt engineers. Before AI, educators were already refining directions and iterating like pros. We've got AI, EdBrAIn, media literacy, critical thinking is the ultimate superpower. EdBrAIn, the global translator era, every student's voice belongs in the conversation.
I love that.
And then EdBrAIn, the standards era, taking the boring, time-consuming part off your plate. So what I'd love to do is kind of jump into what we're doing. But before I do, I'm going to do one more quick video. I showed this at our AFT Teach conference, and I think you're going to get a kick out of it.
We're so excited to introduce you to EdBrAIn, our new AI-powered tool on Share My Lesson. What started as a fun little bot during our AI Educator Brain PD series has now evolved, thanks to our partnership with OpenAI, into a real classroom tool designed to help you adapt lessons quickly and easily. Whether you're changing a grade level, translating a resource, or turning a lesson into an activity or quiz, EdBrAIn does the heavy lifting so you can focus on your students. And yes, the capital AI in EdBrAIn is intentional, because this tool is powered by AI but guided by teachers like you. We can't wait for you to try it, and we'd love your feedback as we keep building.
That's your favorite, right? So you could just put it. You could just put it in the chat. Yeah. So that's again like taking literally this still image right here, and putting some voice to it. But wait, there's more. Hold on. This is my favorite one. Here we go.
We are so excited to introduce you to EdBrAIn, our new AI-powered tool on Share My Lesson. What started as a fun little bot during our AI Educator Brain PD series has now evolved, thanks to our partnership with OpenAI, into a real classroom tool designed to help you adapt lessons quickly and easily. Whether you're changing a grade level, translating a resource, or turning a lesson into an activity or quiz, EdBrAIn does the heavy lifting so you can focus on your students. And yes, the capital AI in EdBrAIn is intentional, because this tool is powered by AI, but guided by teachers like you.
I think you would say creepy, right?
Do you see my face? I saw this already. Somebody's creepy seeing it on my screen. That's what the teachers are going to be like in this AI school in Northern Virginia.
Yes. This it'll just be some random. I mean, maybe they'll just use our EdBrAIn little bot, and that'll be the teacher. I don't know. So anyway, we are really excited to announce really a couple things that we've added AI in the partnership with OpenAI to Share My Lesson, and we've named it EdBrAIn. So I'm going to share my screen and just do a little demo, because one of the things that we had said as part of this webinar is that you're going to walk away with resources that you can use in your classroom tomorrow if you want, or down the road. So Sari, I'm not going to be able to see everybody in a second, so let me, I'll just let you drive and tell me what's going on. Any feedback? Okay. So I'm going to I'll start from where I started, just so you guys know how I got there. Now, I'm logged in as an admin, so some of the stuff up here, just ignore it because you wouldn't see it. But let's say I wanted to find some icebreakers. I know everybody loves icebreakers, right? For the first day. So if I come in here and I see, there's an icebreaker bingo card that my colleague Megan created, or AFT has some icebreakers for grades 3 to 12. I'm going to go to the icebreaker bingo card because it looks like it was a favorite staff lesson from 2024. And I'm going to take a look at it. And it looks like there's like fun little games that you can do, which is really neat. You can also, preview the resource to, see what's in here. So this is already stuff that we have built into this platform. But if I wanted to say, okay, so this is grades 1 to 5. Let's say I wanted to make something that's a little bit, I like this idea, but I want to make it a little bit more hip, or I want to do something else. Like I could come here and use the EdBrAIn It button. So here's where you see the EdBrAIn. If the resource is something that's in our Creative Commons license, so it's open for edits, you will be able to EdBrAIn it. And again, this is a beta tool, so please let us know if you have any feedback. But you could say, okay, this activity is awesome, but maybe I want more of a discussion guide or a lesson plan to go with it, or I don't know, about a quiz. But let's go ahead and just turn this into a lesson plan. So we're going to take this icebreaker bingo card, and then let's say that we want to, I want to actually make this more for 8th grade. And then if you wanted to, you can also select the language. I'm going to keep it just, at English, which is the default. And then for any of these, you can also, no, this is more of an icebreaker, so it's not really going to hit any of the standards, but you could add, okay, I really like this resource, but, it really needs a rubric, or it really needs a discussion guide, or I really need something that's going to hit my particular standards. So now you're taking something that's been created by a human, a trusted educator, and you're able to adapt that resource. And so what happens, now I just did this one on the spot, so this is going to be emailed to me shortly. So when the resource is done, it's going to be emailed to you. And so what I'd love you guys to do right now is to open up, go to share my lesson. In fact, I'm just going to drop this link here. Go to share my lesson and try EdBrAIning it yourself. So find a resource, or go to share my lesson and search for something that you think, it works for you. So let's see here. I'm going to go see what has returned to me. Sometimes it can take a little bit of time for the resource to come back. So we'll wait for a second as it comes back. And so, one of the things we're going to be doing over the course of this year is expanding it, where we differ a little bit on our EdBrAIN from some of the other tools. So I just realized I'm still sharing, sorry guys, my screen, so it's probably dizzying. Where we differ than some of these other tools is that, Share My Lesson is you're taking resources that our partners or our members on Share My Lesson have created, and then you can adapt it. So if you see a great resource, like Sari Beth creates lots of great content on Share My Lesson, and because she's a high school teacher, it tends to be more for a high school audience. But let's say you're like, gosh, I really like that lesson that you've done on that female scientist, and I'd love to bring that to my middle school class, or I want to bring it to my elementary school class. It can take those resources and then adapt it to the grade level that you're looking for, or it could create a rubric for you, or it can create a discussion guide. So Sari Beth, what did, tell me what your thoughts are on this as I'm trying to pull up
it's gonna be such a time saver. It's so useful. It's so helpful. I love that my favorite part is that, like you were saying, there's going to be a lesson coming out about the women behind the march, and it's a short video, but you can use it. You can use the lesson that's going to be a part of it. And now if you teach 8th grade or 3rd grade or 11th grade, you can now use it you can actually without spending hours modifying it. I was just thinking about how I helped rewrite the 11th grade curriculum for New York City Department of Ed Social Studies. And God, it took us so many years to do it, literally. And I remember sitting there for 5 hours writing a rubric. You all, if you're old enough to remember, you've been teaching as long as me, but yeah, I remember sitting there being like, oh my God, what word should I use for the average grade and the good versus excellent. And like, God, it took forever. And like, you know, I guess there's something to be said about the time you put into it and stuff, but God, I could have been doing so much else, like giving student feedback, grading papers, like, so I think it's really helpful.
Yeah. So the resources just got emailed to me. Somebody said this is creepy. Lou, did you think this is creepy because you're able to adapt the resource or not? So I'm going to share what popped up. Hold on one second.
I don't see anyone saying it's. I don't. Are they talking about
it's in the Q&A. It's in the Q&A.
Oh.
You know, I probably should have used my AI doppelganger to be your partner today. Just like typed responses.
I feel bad about your voice.
That's fine. It's fine. All right, so here's, you know, a lesson plan, because this resource, again, that we looked at, you know, it's got a lot of these bingo cards, which is pretty straightforward in terms of, you know, what you're going to do. But maybe you do need a lesson. Maybe you do need a lesson plan for somebody to follow, or maybe, you know, you've got a substitute teacher who's coming in or something that, you know, you need to have something. Actually, now that I'm thinking about Sari Beth, like this would be perfect for a lot of substitute plans that you're creating as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I just know my husband spends like, you know, I mean, I feel like the planning that goes into the sub plans takes, sometimes it's like, oh, do I really want to take that day off? Because I feel like I'm doing extra work.
Right, I know, just to grade more
and
stuff.
So, yeah, so here's, you know, the lesson plan that it came with. And so, you know, if I liked it, I'm like, this will be great. If I didn't like it, I could iterate with it. I could also say, you know what, I'm going to take this to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I could take another tool and say like, all right, you know, I'm going to see how could this be improved.
I was going to suggest that.
And I'm just, you know, again, I'm doing this on the spot without any edits. So let's see what pops up. While we're at it. Okay, so it's reviewed it. So, you know, it's come up with, you know, ways that it could be improved, enrich it, technology, maybe some quizzes, community building. So like there's some really good ideas. And then you could say, okay, you know what? Yeah,
break it down.
Mock up a revised bingo card right here.
Get to.
Yes.
Do it. I'm excited to see.
This is my Midwest in me. I have to say yes, please.
I'm all like, yes. And...
All right.
I'm looking at the chat right now.
Ooh, okay. So this again, 5th grade. So this one's more 8th grade than the elementary school one. Plays a sport, loves to drag paint, can whistle a tune, lived in another state. Yeah. So this is wants to be a teacher someday. This is pretty solid.
It's fun.
I like it. And then, you know, so you can kind of keep going back and saying like, okay, I really like this, but now I want to, you know, adjust this resource. So here's one where I have an icebreaker, you know, for an 11th grade class that you can change it into. So, you know, again, you can take this resource and continue to iterate to see how it works. So let me stop sharing. So I'm busy, you guys.
Chat. I need to see the chat.
We're getting close to time, but I do want to make sure that we spend time talking about, you know, what is still on the horizon.
Yeah, what's on the horizon?
Yeah, so first of all, okay, Sari, tell us everybody about the AFT AI National Academy.
Oh my God, it is so cool. I got to check it out. The one in New York City?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to go to kind of like the launch day of it. And what I love about it the most is that it's not just like top down, like people teaching you how to use AI or how to use it. It's collaborative. It's community driven. It's teacher driven. And there's going to be tons of opportunities to get workshops and lessons and collaborate with other teachers. And it's at the UFT offices downtown on Broadway. And it's awesome. They were just getting it set up when I went to the discussion about it. But I love that, you know, there were some people freaking out about it, but here's my pitch. Like, I get it that AI is scary. I also understand that AI is not going away. And just like I feel like we didn't get ahead of social media, and now the only way we can deal with it is just taking the devices away, which that's a different conversation. I'll edit myself there. But I like that what we're doing is that we are, instead of kind of like trying to fix something that you can't fix anymore, it's part of our society and culture. What the AFT is doing in partnership with OpenAI and Microsoft is making sure that teachers are stakeholders and decision makers in how this is rolled out in schools. And working with OpenAI and Microsoft, the people who work there are, a lot of them are former educators. They're very mindful of using these tools for good and to actually help kids learn and help with parent outreach and help with instruction. So this is just an opportunity to further that relationship so that we're not like responding, we're not being defensive here, we're actually a part of it so that ed tech isn't top down anymore.
I love that. Yeah, it's really exciting. So this is it's a joint partnership between the AFT, OpenAI, Microsoft, and Anthropic.
Oh yeah, sorry, Anthropic as well. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it's fine. But so this is going to be, there'll be a lot of in-person professional development that are going to be coming for AFT members, and there are going to be a lot of people, professional development coming for AFT members for in-person stuff. But the greatest thing is like this is teacher-driven. It is not the corporation-driven, and that was a big part of the partnership. And I see your concern, Amelia. I hear you. The whole purpose of this is making sure that teachers have a seat at the table, because so often in the past, like you think about social media companies and some of the stuff that they've done with Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all this stuff, teachers haven't been at the table. And so in this one, the goal is like, it's going to be tool agnostic in terms of how they're promoting it. It's much more about making sure that teachers are at the center and creating this professional development and leading the professional development as part of it. So one of the things, until the in-person starts, there's going to be a lot more AI AFT national webinars that we're going to be doing this fall, in addition to continuing on our AI Educator WebBrain series. And so if this is something that you're interested in, please, as Rachel Maddow would say, watch the space, because we're really excited about, the possibilities here. I do want to highlight, where we're going this fall for our series. So we've got, again, if you haven't joined our AI and education community, please do that. It's sharemylesson.com/AI. And by the way, Sari Beth, did I tell you we won awards for our little series?
You did?
Yeah, we were finalists for the Ed Tech Awards for both lesson planning solutions and tools for education. I know.
We need to put that on our LinkedIn. That's so cool.
I know. So please join us, because we'll continue to update this with resources on AI and education. And we've also just launched, I'm gonna put this link is also in your resource link within the platform. But, this is, our series for the fall. So come September, in a couple of weeks, we're going to be doing the AI Educator Brain on classroom management, calm, clear, and AI assisted. During the Hispanic Heritage Month, we're doing one on bilingual classrooms, supporting ELLs and AI transition tools. November, we're focused on AI Educator Brain on research, citations, critical thinking, and the age of AI. And then December, we've got AI Educator Brain on AI and critical thinking from output to insight. And really that one is going to be focusing on how do we really bring AI to our students within our class and continue to build those critical thinking skills that are so important. And don't worry, we already have dates through May, but those are the ones that you can register for right now. I'm going to drop those links in here so you can register for all of those at once. And so hopefully you guys will join us for some future webinars. And again, like today was much more of a kind of catch up on where things are. And the next few sessions, we're going to be bringing guests back with us and really diving deep into those specific topics.
It's going to be fun.
It is
now
going to
you
be
need
fun.
to rest your voice. Now it's time for you to rest your voice.
I know.
Yeah. Thanks for
I know.
doing this.
I happen to be like huddled in a gym because my daughter has cheerleading practice. No rest for the mama here.
I hope you can sit in the
But
steam room or something.
they have a steam room, and I'm gonna totally go sit in that
Please
steam
go
room for a while.
Just go to sleep in the steam room. Have your daughter find you there.
Sounds good. That's good. Maybe I should record my voice, and then I can use this as my new AI voice.
Yeah. It's gonna be your
Yeah.
I have a raspy voice too, so yours are talking too much. That's us.
it's what happens. What's
So
happening?
when's our next session before we sign off?
September 9th. So join us, people. Please join us. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a good year. As you can tell, Sari Beth and I just, we've got a lot of back and forth. And
you know what we need? We need stickers. I
yes.
just thought of that. Would you guys want stickers of our EdBrAIn? I want to put on my computer.
You know what I want? I want a stress ball of EdBrAIn. Especially season 2 version, because season 1, he's got a lot of
He's fresh.
things coming out of his brains and stuff like that. But I like season 2. I think he would make a really good, stress ball.
Okay, let's get stickers and stress balls, and I think everyone would love them.
I like it.
And a stuffed animal would be cute too. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Like a Labubu. Oh, see, stickers.
No. Okay. Creepy or cool? Labubu? Seriously, people? What the heck?
But imagine an EdBrAIn Labubu.
No, not at all. No, it's not happening. No.
See?
That is. Oh my God. It's
want
almost like Labubu. Somebody used AI to create Labubu. Now,
and everyone loves it though. Okay, fine. Just stickers.
Do they? Do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys know what we're talking about when we talk about Labubu? Okay, seriously, this is the most ridiculous thing I've seen ever. Okay, I don't know why people would love this.
I just saw my coworker and she has a Labubu on her bag.
Why?
They're so cute. I love them.
Oh my God. Okay. I almost kind of want to say, okay, turn this logo into a Labubu.
Okay, let's end on that note and make everyone laugh.
This is going to be an end.
Everyone's going to leave.
We'll see. I know. They're probably left. They probably already left. It's just the two of us talking to each other, which was totally fine. Welcome to our party. Seriously, somebody literally just went to AI and they're like, create the creepiest thing you possibly can create. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
That's on your bag, like a little friend.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, they don't know. Yeah. Yes. Say yes.
Yes. We'll see what happens. I just seriously. I have a lot of respect for you. SBR.
I'll never buy a Labubu, I don't think. But if someone gave me a Labubu, I'd put it on my bag. Why not?
All right, it's generating. So if you're still with us, we're going to see what it comes up with.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
I think some people are dropping off, which I totally get.
Yeah,
I totally get. But if you're still with us, I'm going to show whatever it comes up with. It's rendering right now.
Let's definitely get stickers, though, for sure.
Okay, I'm into stickers. Yes, I do want to get some fun branding, and I want this little guy, and I still want to make the T-shirt. Remember when we did the T-shirt naming contest? I still want to do the because so much of AI is prompt engineering, and teachers are the OG, the original prompt engineers.
If we get selected for that conference, we'll wear those T-shirts.
Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see if it's still taking a moment to generate. Something's coming. I'm a little scared. Should I be scared? Probably.
I'm scared.
Okay. This is Sari Beth and I at our finest when what is happening? Okay, I'm a little scared. You're gonna see us coming. What happened to our little EdBrAIn?
What does it look like?
My colleagues are gonna laugh so hard when they see this part. I'm just. What is the mouth? What?
Oh, he's so cute.
This is way cuter than this.
Oh my God.
Right?
Can we make the sticker of EdBrAIn as a Laboo for Halloween?
No.
Come on.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's hysterical. That's hysterical.
Oh my God. You got to show this to your team. They're going to die. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. We'll be back on September 9th, and we will be diving in much more in detail, really talking about the classroom management, great topic for the back to school, and how you can use AI to also help with that. All right.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you later.